Bienvenidos, soy Damien, and today I am here reading the Spanish for Dummies, Chapter 2, the nitty-gritty basic Spanish grammar. In this chapter, understanding simple sentence construction, forming questions, and other easy moves in Spanish, introducing regular and irregular verbs, getting the simple tenses, past, present, future, dealing with pronouns. Liberating that whole gender thing, pronouns, articles, adjectives, becoming very formal, the to usted issue. I'm going to read just the beginning part, simple sentence construction, and forming questions at least. So let's begin. Studying a language is similar to driving a car. After you get used to all the gadgets and gauges, driving becomes second nature and fun to boot. You don't even think about how you make your car go from point A to point B. Spanish is the same. You read the chatty parts, and without much thought, the language becomes second nature. However, driving involves more than making a car move. You also have to incorporate the nitty-gritty elements of driving, like obeying traffic rules. The nitpicky part of any language, the traffic rules, so to speak, is grammar. To be honest, studying grammar isn't the most enjoyable part of discovering a language. Just keep in mind that what you get from the nitty-gritty of this grammar chapter is useful in other places too. And remember that you don't need to chew your way through this chapter in one single meal. You could go to another part of the book. And when we want to draw your attention to something in this chapter, we tell you. We provide cross-references throughout the book. Then again, you may be the kind of person who truly enjoys grammar and structure. I do. If so, you're in for a treat. Simple sentence construction. When you meet people naturally, you want to talk to them. And how do you go about that? In sentences, of course. You make a statement. You ask question. When someone questions you, you answer, right? Most people do, and that's how conversations get started. In Spanish, as in English, you form a sentence by combining a subject, a verb, and perhaps further descriptive information. For example, la casa es grande. The house is big. Here, the subject in the sentence is la casa, the house. Then comes the verb, es, is. After that comes the adjective, grande, big, which describes the house. In Spanish, the three basic parts of a sentence go in this order. Here are some more examples. La mujer es bella. The woman is beautiful. El hombre es bien mozo. The man is handsome. Las calles son largas. The streets are long. Forming questions. We have some good news for you. Forming a question in Spanish is easy. All you have to do is reverse the order of the verb and the subject. Where you say esta es in a regular sentence, for a question you say es esta. This works the same as it does in English when you say this is and is this. Check out this example. Esta es la puerta. This is the door. Es esta la puerta? Is this the door? Now, suppose you want to answer in the negative. All you have to do is insert the word no before the verb. Almost the way you do in English, but easier. An example. ¿Es el carro? Is that the car? No es no. No. Es no es el carro. Carro. No, that is not the car. Pardon. English often includes the verb do in questions, but Spanish makes things easier on you. In Spanish, the word do is understood as part of the verb. ¿Vas al cine? Do you go to the movies? Sí voy. Yes, I do go. In English, yes, I do can mean many things. Going to the movies, using your computer, making a phone call, and so on. In Spanish, you are a bit more specific. Va tu padre al cine? Does your father go to the movies? No, no va. No, he doesn't go. The following sentences are affirmative statements, previously in this chapter, and now we're using them to demonstrate the questioning, interrogative, and denying negative moods. Es bella la mujer? Is the woman beautiful? La mujer no es bella. La mujer no es bella. The woman is not beautiful. Es bien mozo el hombre? Is the man handsome? El hombre no es bien mozo. The man is not handsome. Son largas las calles? Are the streets long? Las calles no son largas. The streets are not long. Okay. Actually, I think we can keep going just a little bit longer. We'll do the introducing regular and irregular verbs, and then when we get to talking the talk, I will make that a separate video. Just by itself, the communication. Yeah. And I will enlist one of my lovely children to join me. Introducing regular and irregular verbs. Spanish verbs all end with one of 3-letter combinations, ar, or ir. So AR, ER, or IR. You find both regular and irregular verbs with all 3 endings. As you may guess, regular verbs all form different tenses, past, present, future, and persons, I, we, you, he, she, they, in the same way, a process called conjugation. My brain froze on that word. So if you know how to conjugate one regular verb, you can determine the conjugation of all regular verbs like it. The forms of irregular verbs, however, can change when you least expect it. Ultimately, you need to memorize the conjugation of irregular verbs to ensure that you use it correctly. Don't worry, if you make a mistake, most Spanish speakers can figure out what you want to say, even if your verb ending is not quite right. In all regular verbs in Spanish, the first section of the word, its root, stays constant. For example, the verb trabajar, to work, is a regular verb ending in AR. The root, traba, stays the same throughout the conjugation. The following table shows how you conjugate this verb and all other regular verbs ending with AR. I will insert a table for you all. Present tense. Yo trabajo. Tú trabajas. Él, ella, ello, uno, trabaja. Nosotros trabajamos. Vosotros trabajas. Ellos, ellas, ustedes trabajan. Past tense. Yo trabajé. Tú trabajaste. Él, ella, ello, una, usted trabajó. Nosotros trabajamos. Vosotros trabajasteis. Ellos, ellas, ustedes trabajaron. Conjugation, future tense. Yo trabajaré. Tú trabajarás. Él, ella, ello, uno, usted trabajará. Nosotros trabajaremos. Vosotros trabajaréis. Ellos, ellas, ustedes trabajarán. And with that, I end today's lesson. not next week, but the week after, we'll do the talking the talk that goes with this video and start on irregular verbs and probably the next talking the talk that goes with this chapter. Gracias. Thank you for watching. Please like and subscribe. Hasta luego.